Dear friends, have you ever heard that by simply supplementing two specific vitamins correctly, your legs can stay strong as steel, even at over 90 years old? It may sound like a joke, but it's a truth that many have overlooked. I know many people believe that once they hit 60 or 70, weak legs, sore knees, and unsteady walking are just inevitable parts of aging. But let me ask you this. What if there are people over 90 who still walk every morning, climb stairs without needing support, and even do light work daily? The question is, if aging affects everyone, why do some people remain mobile and steady, while others need a cane or wheelchair just after turning 50? The answer isn't age. It lies in how we nourish our bodies every single day, especially whether we pay attention to two extremely important vitamins. What's remarkable is that these two vitamins are not luxury items or expensive supplements. They're available in our daily meals. But because we didn't know how vital they were, we've been unknowingly skipping them for years. A German doctor once said something I'll never forget. Old age doesn't steal your legs. It's vitamin deficiency that silently weakens them and curves your back. The more I think about it, the more I realize how true it is. In fact, millions of middle-aged and elderly people are gradually losing their ability to walk. Not because they're not trying, but because they don't know what their body truly lacks. Many people believe that eating well is enough, that aging must come with weakness. But if you know and supplement just these two vitamins correctly, your legs can remain strong, stable, and flexible, even well into old age. In today's video, I'll explain clearly and simply the two essential vitamins you need to protect your legs, to protect your independence, freedom, and vitality as you age. I won't talk about complicated science. I'll just share practical, applicable knowledge that's been clearly proven. If you care about your health in midlife and beyond, if you want every day to be a day of strength, joy, and independence, please hit the subscribe button on Chanli Sung and turn on notifications so I can join you every day in sharing simple yet powerful secrets for lifelong health. Don't take your eyes off the screen, because in just a few more minutes, I'll reveal the names of these two familiar yet powerful vitamins, two silent companions that are supporting the legs of millions of seniors around the world. I truly believe that if you know them early and apply them now, your legs won't just stay strong. They may even outperform those of many younger folks. First, let me explain why our legs weaken and our backs hunch with age. You see, aging doesn't just randomly take away your strength or curve your spine like many people think. These changes are the result of a long, silent internal process. And if we don't notice it early, by the time we realize, our legs are no longer what they used to be. From middle age onward, our bodies produce fewer hormones that support bones and muscles. At the same time, muscle mass starts to decrease, and bone density gradually declines over the years. As muscles weaken and bones become more brittle, our legs, the body's main weight-bearing structure, are affected first. But the most important part is this: when the body lacks the right and sufficient amounts of two critical vitamins, damage to the bones and joints happens faster than we realize. Some people say, "I eat well, so I shouldn't be deficient in anything." But the truth is, there are nutrients that are easy to miss even with regular meals, especially after age 50. I'm talking about vitamin D and vitamin K2. These two names may sound familiar, but very few truly understand their roles when it comes to leg health. Vitamin D isn't just for calcium absorption. It acts as a bridge that helps the body transfer calcium from food into the bloodstream. But here's the catch. Without vitamin K2 to accompany it, that calcium may go to the wrong places. Instead of entering the bones, it can accumulate in the arteries, cause calcification, stiffen the joints, and even raise the risk of heart attacks and strokes in the elderly. So, lacking vitamin D means bones don't get the building blocks they need. And lacking vitamin K2 means calcium, even if abundant in your blood, doesn't reach the bones, leading to weaker, achier legs and a higher risk of falls. This explains why so many people drink milk, take calcium pills, and still develop osteoporosis and mobility issues. The root of the problem lies in missing the guiding vitamins. That's why we can't simply look at age to explain leg weakness. We have to look at how we care for our bones and bodies every single day. Please remember, aging doesn't have to mean weakness. Some 80-year-olds still walk briskly, while some 50-year-olds already use canes. The difference lies in who understands their body sooner. Those who do stay healthier longer. And if you start supplementing these 2 vitamins correctly today, your legs can remain stable, agile, and independent until the very end. Because a strong body doesn't require big changes, just small, timely knowledge applied consistently each day. Now that we understand why aging can weaken our legs and curve our backs, we can better appreciate the importance of correctly supplementing the 2 vitamins I'm about to share. We don't have to look far. It all begins with vitamin D, a vitamin that seems simple but plays a powerful role in leg health and bone strength throughout the body. I often compare vitamin D to early morning sunlight, gentle, but with enduring strength that nurtures our bodies each day. It's the bridge that helps our bodies absorb calcium from the intestines into the bloodstream effectively. You might be drinking milk, eating seafood, and taking calcium supplements every day, but without vitamin D, your body can't absorb much of it. And here's the real concern. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight, especially if we rarely go outside or live in places with weak sunlight. The result is that even with a nutritious diet, our bones remain weak, our legs tired, and the risk of falling never goes away. Beyond helping calcium absorption, vitamin D also supports the immune system, helping the body fight off joint inflammation and many chronic illnesses, things that seniors especially need. You can boost vitamin D in simple, natural ways. For example, sunbathe for 15 minutes every morning before 9 a.m., eat salmon, egg yolks, or choose milk fortified with vitamin D. But as I mentioned earlier, vitamin D is only half the story. To ensure calcium goes to the right places, the bones, you also need a companion vitamin you cannot do without. As I just shared, vitamin D is only half the journey to strong bones and healthy legs. The other half, quiet but extremely important, is vitamin K2. Let's imagine it like this. If vitamin D is the one who opens the door to let calcium into the body, then vitamin K2 is the guide who leads calcium to the right destination, the bones and teeth. Without K2, calcium may lose its way, cling to blood vessel walls, calcify the joints, or form deposits in the arteries, which middle-aged and older adults are particularly prone to. Many people take calcium and get enough vitamin D, but still suffer from joint pain, muscle stiffness, heavy legs, because they're missing the guide, missing K2. When calcium isn't directed into the bones, no matter how much calcium you take, it won't make your bones stronger. Instead, it can silently harm your heart and knee joints. The wonderful thing is, vitamin K2 isn't something far away. You can find it in certain fermented foods, like natto, that's fermented soybeans from Japan, or naturally aged cheese, or German-style sauerkraut. Of course, for us Vietnamese, eating natto or cheese isn't common, so taking a gentle supplement or doing thorough research beforehand is a practical option. Most importantly, remember this. Taking vitamin D without K2 is like handing calcium to someone without a map. If the direction is wrong, the result will be wrong. But when D and K2 work together, calcium is led to the right place, helping strengthen bones, stabilize legs, prevent osteoporosis, and greatly reduce the risk of falling. That's why people call this pair the golden key for bone and joint health in middle and old age. Tiny, often overlooked, but carrying immense strength in every step we take each day. Dear friends, now that we understand the role of vitamin D and K2 in keeping our legs strong, the next important thing is knowing how to use them safely and in the right dosage. Because no matter how good something is, if used incorrectly, it won't bring the results we expect. According to nutrition experts, the ideal dose of vitamin D for adults, especially middle-aged and older adults, is about 800 to 1,000 international units per day. This amount is considered sufficient to support calcium absorption, boost immunity, and is safe for long-term use. As for vitamin K2, the suitable dosage usually ranges from 90 to 120 micrograms per day, depending on each person's health condition and diet. For those who regularly eat fermented foods, they may already get enough K2 from their meals. But for those unfamiliar with eating natto, aged cheese, or traditional pickled vegetables, taking a supplement is a reasonable option. However, we should also note that not everyone should take vitamin K2 freely, especially those who are on blood thinners like warfarin. That's because K2 can affect natural blood clotting, so if you're taking such medication, it's best to consult your doctor before adding K2. Additionally, people with liver or chronic kidney problems should also be cautious when using vitamins, even in small doses, because their body's ability to process nutrients may already be weakened. In such cases, the best approach is regular checkups and using supplements under professional guidance to ensure long-term safety. I'm sharing this not to make you worry, but to help us understand things correctly and use them properly. Sometimes, just a small adjustment to fit our personal health condition can bring gentle, sustainable results, without fear of complications or side effects. And most importantly, we must be consistent and take it daily, not just for a few days, then forget, or overdose because we're impatient. The body needs time to recover, but if we do it right and start early, the results will surprise you, not only with stronger legs, but with a clearer mind and a more independent, self-reliant life every day. Do you know this? In a small village in Tai Bin province, there's a 92-year-old man. Every day, he wakes up early, does a few simple exercises, has a warm glass of milk, and a serving of tofu for breakfast. He lives alone, but has never needed his children to help him walk or take him to see a doctor for joint problems. His family doctor once shared that he's been consistently taking vitamin D and K2 for over 5 years. Nothing complicated, just drinking milk fortified with D, eating some fermented foods, and maintaining daily movement. As a result, he moves very flexibly, goes up and down stairs with ease, and hasn't had a single fall in years. Neighbors fondly call him the steel legs of 90. I think that steel doesn't come from being stronger than others, but from knowing how to care for his body little by little, at the right time, in the right way, without being careless or giving up. And I believe that every one of you watching this video can do the same for yourself. Living long is one thing, but living healthy, living happily, and living without depending on others, that's what truly matters. And to achieve that, your legs must be the first foundation. Just 2 vitamins, small but quietly powerful, can help keep your legs healthy, steady, and confident as you continue your journey of living well every day. If you find this video helpful, please hit subscribe to the Chun Li Sung channel so I can keep sharing simple, practical, and relatable health content every week. And if you also wish to keep your legs strong as steel even in your senior years, leave the number 90 in the comments below so I know you're still walking this health journey with me. Wishing you strong legs, a cheerful mind, and lasting health every day.